Well,
Tell you what, lads, these stages have grown legs like nothing I've ever seen. Do you remember, like, we were just saying earlier, we're trying to remember back 2 stages ago, 3 stages ago. Like when we started this, we said, right, let's do a thing where we'll reminisce, we'll look back in old footage and we'll kind of get the reaction of today, and like you can laugh at being a kid, we can laugh at different things that went on.
yeah.
But like the ideas that we ended up coming up with since then, like
Life of his own.
It's been
Just-
brilliant, like it
just
really,
real legs.
and it's like, that's the thing, that's what we're talking about and saying, like, you know, this started off, I suppose, as a thing, you know, because of the lockdown and that sort of thing, we weren't allowed to go anywhere, move anywhere, tour anywhere. This was sort of
from home, like something we did.
fill a void sort of thing.
Yeah.
But this is going to go way past that, you know. Is that like, you know,
Yeah, and it's just something that can, you know, you can be walking down the street and something comes into your head about a subject or something you really love, you're passionate about, you know, and bring it to the table. We have our regular meetings, bring it to the table, see what everybody has to say about it, you know, and it turns into something, you know.
Yeah.
So it's become a real passion of ours to do this, you know.
You just kind of throw an idea and then like I'll say something and then someone will just take an angle and say, but what if we did that, but if we did it this way? And it's like this whole, she's never thought of that.
Absolutely.
with that in mind, have you thought of any future ones, you think, or is there like we could
Can
do?
I tell you about an idea?
Yes.
Right? And the reason I want to bring this up is because it's something that I was always really interested in, hadn't got to for just, I suppose, being busy and kicking the can down the road a little bit. But about 2 years ago, I started looking into my family history.
Right?
Right? And because I'm passionate about knowing about the people that have been forgotten about in
Right.
my family going back hundreds of years ago. I kind of think it's sad and it's a bit unfair. Their names aren't even mentioned. They're forgotten about, you know, these
Yeah.
people. And they're people the same as us just sitting here right now, you know.
Well, they're the reason you're here.
Exactly, they're the
Yeah,
reason, exactly, you know. So, lads, how would you feel about an ancestry show? Like, you know, where did all the Burns come from? Where did I come from? Where did McGinty's from? You know, all of us, you know, it just...
Like going back, like way back. Like,
Going back as far as we can.
Centuries.
Like, yeah, exactly. Just go back as far as we can. And I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to bring to your family as well and say, hey, look at what we found out here, you know. My great-great-great-grandfather and grandmother, this is what their names were.
Yeah.
This is what they did for a living. The kids' names. Do you know, when you're kind of going, and it's celebrating these people as well, you know, which I think is a wonderful thing.
well, the one thing about being Irish is that if you're an Irish person looking at your ancestry, you're not going back 100 years. You're going back thousands of years. Like Ireland is a country that's thousands of years. I think America's young, Canada's young. These places, but for us, you're talking like back to Vikings and like.
And it's one thing the Irish aren't good at, you know, is keeping, you know, records of your family and stuff. You know, I know like other like you know, we spend a lot of time in North America and stuff, and they do a lot of that family tree
They
stuff.
love
and that's
it.
like,
They love family
we
trees.
don't
right?
do it, and it's something we should be doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I
Which
think,
is so strange because the Irish they kind of handle death like so well. Like they're so like, you know, the Irish wakes and stuff like that is not completely foreign in America. So you would think that we would be better about
Or
like
interested in.
or interested in like learning about it or
and
it's
I
a very
think,
good idea.
I think our, you know, the people who watch these states, I'm sure they'd be interested in us, you know, because there could be a few.
Do you know what, lads? This could be dangerous territory. You could go back and say, "No, I'm not related to that person at all."
There could be a few skeletons in the closet.
You start getting interested, like.
Do you know what?
into-
Yeah, I did a little bit of it, got it started, you know, but then the pandemic hit. And you can only go so far online. I had a lovely lady that was doing it for me. You can only go so far, and then she has to go and find archives that are tangible, like into to Dublin. There's these libraries that you go into to look it up, but of course all the places shut down. So then I was thinking, gee, it'd be fantastic to start this, open it up again, you know, when everything starts to open up again, and the four of us do it and learn more about our own families.
That would be so.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
well, well,
Let's do
100%.
it. And it'd be cool to see, because I think all the 4 stories would be so different. You know, we're from 4 different parts of the country, and it just would be different. And it'd be class to see where it goes.
It'd be cool to see how you got here, and then obviously you're taking your family, and like you're the link to the next